The Roman Empire had taken everything from Paul. His freedom, his future, his comfort. You would think that he would be obsessed with the injustice of it all. You would think that he would sit in that prison cell and he would write letters of outrage, start posting outrage, making passive-aggressive comments, taking a stand against the government, using his voice to stand up against the Roman propaganda machine. You would think that this would be what he wrote about. Instead, he defiantly writes, be joyful always. I'll say it again, rejoice. You think about that act of defiance. That Roman guard realizes, we don't control him. We've taken away everything we could take from him, and his spirit is still gonna be a joyful spirit. We don't have power over him. And so here's what I want us to understand is that joy is not denial, joy is defiance. Joy is the way that we as followers of Jesus in our prison cells in this dark world say, you don't have power over me. That even in the midst of this darkness, my joy is gonna be in the Lord. You can't steal my joy. And so Paul picks up a pen and he doesn't write a complaint, he doesn't write an appeal, he doesn't write a manifesto, he writes the word rejoice. I wanna be careful here because I know that so many of you are going through really heavy things. And I know for some of you, I know things that have been done to you. And what makes me nervous about preaching this passage is that you feel dismissed and you feel minimized. And you leave thinking, he has no idea. I don't want that as a pastor. Joy doesn't mean that your pain isn't real, but it does mean that your pain isn't final. I don't want to dismiss or minimize your hurt, but even more than that, I don't want to dismiss or minimize what God's word says. And God's word says, be joyful always. I just want to gently but firmly challenge some of you to return to this defiant joy. That if you are a follower of Jesus, this world does not get to steal your joy. It doesn't have that kind of power over you. It doesn't mean that you wish things could be different. It doesn't mean that you don't pray for things to change, but it means that in the middle of a hard season, you make this declaration, my joy is in the Lord. My circumstances don't get the final word, and my diagnosis won't define me, and my anxiety won't win the day, and my grief won't own me. And that's not denial. That's not pretending everything is okay when it isn't. It's saying that I'm gonna have a joy that is rebellious.